What's up? Welcome back to Jet Tech and welcome to Techtober. So there's going to be tons of companies releasing new stuff, new software updates now that we're in Techtober. So if you got a video that you want to see me do or talk about anything, just leave a comment down below and I will most likely do that video. In fact, this video was requested by somebody. This is the top 5 iOS 14 features. There is tons of new features in iOS 14 and just in iOS itself. So I narrowed it down to my top 5. Let's get it.
So first off, I'm going to go with home screen customization. Now I know there are tons of small different things you can do in that topic, but I would consider this one top feature in iOS 14. It's just amazing what you can do. You can get rid of app pages that you don't want to use anymore. You got an app library that is easily accessible and searchable alphabetically. You can even get rid of apps if you don't want to see it on your home screen, and I just think that's great. Now you also have widgets, which brings me to my next iOS feature. So for my next feature, I'm going to go with widgets. And I know that's kind of a small thing that should be in home screen customization, but I think it's just amazing what you can do with them. You can create smart stacks. You can even have smaller widgets. For instance, we're going to take the clock right here and just put it right there, and I just think that's great. Now it's definitely not as customizable as Android widgets, but come on, if you're an iPhone user, a big Apple fan, you're going to appreciate that we have widgets on the iPhone now. Now if you want to customize your widgets even more to your liking, I've seen some crazy stuff out there, different themes, dark themes, anything you want. You can use third-party apps to customize your widgets. I would say Widgetsmith is the best one to do that. I'll leave a link in the description down below. So next I would go with compact UI as the next iOS feature. So like if somebody calls you, it will just pop down like you can see here, and you can swipe it up to dismiss it. You can interact with the screen in the background. It's just great. And tying into that, we also have Siri. You can see when I activate Siri, it's just a little circle in the bottom now. But what's sad is that you cannot interact with whatever you're doing on your screen while you're talking to Siri. Hopefully maybe Apple will improve that in some later software update or something. So our next feature I would say is picture-in-picture. Now that kind of ties into compact UI, but it's just so cool. I think it's a cool feature on itself. When you're watching a video, you can go to the home screen, interact with it. You see I have a video over here, and move around your screen, do stuff. While the video is there, you can resize it, make it smaller, even push it over to the side, and it's just really cool. Now it does not work on the YouTube app, which I would like to see. That has nothing to do with Apple though. It's just YouTube hasn't decided to let Apple phones do that, but I wish it could. But there is a way to get around it with shortcuts and a third-party app, and maybe I'll have that in a different video for you guys. Now our last feature that I think is just really cool is backtap. So if you go to your settings and you go down to accessibility, then touch, and scroll all the way down to the bottom, you'll see something that says backtap. Now I don't have that because I'm not currently using an iPhone 11 or later. You have to have an 11 or later phone. But what that lets you do is that you can map it to, if you tap your phone on the back of your phone, you tap your phone, you can make it activate Siri or take a screenshot or whatever you want. I've even seen people make it activate Google Assistant with shortcuts, which is really cool. So if you have an 11 or later, you can do that, and that's really cool. Now that is all of the top 5 iOS 14 features.
Thank you guys so much for watching and stay tuned for the next one. If you got any questions or comments, comment down below.